They say, a fish with its mouth closed never gets caught. A fish that keeps its mouth shut is less likely to bite the hook. In the world of money, this saying has an even deeper meaning. Your mouth is not always an asset. Sometimes your mouth can become the biggest liability in your financial life. In America, we live in a culture where showing success has almost become a competition. Bought a new Tesla? Instagram story. Miami vacation? Facebook post. Your 401k account crossed 6 figures for the first time? Screenshot in the group chat. Making $10,000 a month from a side hustle? TikTok video. Saved enough for a down payment on a new house? Tell the entire family. We think, people need to see that I finally made it. I became successful. I'm ahead of everyone else. But this is where we make one of our biggest mistakes, because real wealth usually doesn't scream. Real power is often silent. And the moment you break that silence, you may attract the attention of people who had nothing to do with your success, but still want to benefit from it. Why am I saying this? Think about the dark forest theory. Imagine you're walking alone through a huge dark forest somewhere in America at night. Everything around you is dark. You have a powerful flashlight in your hand. You can turn it on. You'll be able to see. You'll understand where you are. For a moment, you might even feel safer. But there's a problem. When you turn on that light, you're not the only one who can see the road. Everything else in the forest can see you too. In a dark forest, light doesn't always attract help. Sometimes it attracts predators. Today's financial world works in a similar way. Your income, your savings, your investment strategy, your business idea, your next career move. These are your flashlights. And social media has taught us to turn on every light at the same time. But human nature hasn't changed much in thousands of years. We still have jealousy, comparison, competition. Social scientists have discussed a behavior known as crab mentality. Put one crab in a bucket and it might escape. But put several crabs in the same bucket. When one crab starts climbing out, the others may pull it back down. Now think about your own life. You tell people at the office, I'm applying for a management position. The next week, you find out your coworker applied too. You tell a friend, I'm thinking about buying a small rental property in Austin. A few days later, he's researching the same neighborhood. You say, I'm starting a side business in AI automation. A month later, 3 people you know are offering the same service. You might think, I was just sharing my excitement, but without realizing it, you gave away valuable information for free. In capitalism, information is a weapon. Wall Street knows this. Silicon Valley knows this. Big corporations know this. But regular people? We sit at the dinner table and explain our entire strategy. Then we wonder, why did the competition increase? Why did people change? Why did relationships become awkward? In the old days, people talked about the evil eye. Today, not everyone in America uses that language. But doesn't a modern version exist? Sudden requests to borrow money, fake investment opportunities, family pressure, jealous coworkers, bad business advice, lifestyle pressure, lawsuits, scams, manipulation. The more people know about your financial success, the greater the chance that their behavior towards you may change, because information changes perception, and perception changes behavior. Imagine, you have a flashlight, but you're walking through the dark forest without turning it on. You move quietly. Nobody knows where you're going. Nobody knows what you're carrying. Nobody knows your destination. That's strategic silence. Silence isn't just privacy. Silence is camouflage. When you show everyone your wealth, your plans, and your advantages, it's like dropping a single drop of blood into the ocean. And you probably don't need me to explain what sharks do when they smell blood. Today, we're going to talk about 3 financial secrets. You shouldn't tell your neighbors. You shouldn't tell your coworkers. You shouldn't tell your friends. And in some cases, you shouldn't even tell your extended family. Before we begin, a warning. This video isn't for everyone, because today we're going to talk about some uncomfortable truths that social media doesn't teach you. Some of these things may bother you. You might think, are people really like this? But if you remember certain moments from your own life, you may already know the answer. These aren't motivational quotes. We're talking about financial behavior, human psychology, and real-life patterns. If you're ready to hear the truth, let's begin. Rule number 1. Stop telling everyone your exact net worth. Your spouse, your CPA or tax professional, your attorney or financial advisor, when they truly need to know. Outside of that, there is no rule saying everyone on earth needs to know your exact number. It sounds simple. But in America's social media culture, it's surprisingly difficult. Let's say your investment account crosses $100,000 for the first time. You'll want to take a screenshot. You'll want to tell your friend, "Bro, I finally hit 6 figures." Maybe you just crossed your first $1 million net worth milestone. You want to share the excitement. You want someone to pat you on the back and say, "You made it." But that's exactly when you should stop. Because once people know your financial numbers, your identity can change in their eyes. Yesterday you were their friend. Today you might become a walking ATM. Imagine going to dinner with 5 friends. The bill is $600. Before, everyone paid their own share. But now they know. You have $800,000 in your brokerage account. Suddenly someone jokes, "Come on, man, you got it." Everyone laughs. You laugh too. But inside that joke, a new expectation has been created. Next time, there's a vacation plan. You book the Airbnb. We'll pay you back later. Someone needs $3,000 for a car repair. Someone says, "It's only $3,000. That's nothing to you." Notice what happened. Before they knew how much money you had, $3,000 was a lot of money. After learning your net worth, the value of your $3,000 became smaller in their eyes. That's the perception trap. People stop judging your spending based on their income. They start judging your generosity based on your wealth. If you don't pay for the expensive dinner, you're cheap. If you don't invest $20,000 in your cousin's business idea, you're selfish. If you don't loan money to a friend, you've changed. Slowly, your right to say no becomes weaker. Because in their story, you have extra. They have a shortage. So somehow, filling that gap becomes your moral responsibility. This is one reason sudden wealth can make relationships complicated. Look at stories about lottery winners, professional athletes, young entertainers. Many times when money arrives, people suddenly return. People who haven't spoken to them in years. An old high school friend, a distant cousin, a former coworker. Suddenly, everyone has an emergency. Everyone has a business idea. Everyone has a guaranteed opportunity. And every story ends with the same words: "I just need a little help." Making your exact wealth public is like walking around with a price tag on your back. Now understand something else: price discrimination. Imagine a contractor comes to remodel your kitchen. There's an old Honda Civic in your driveway. You're wearing normal clothes. He sees you as an average homeowner. Now imagine the same contractor visits another house. A Porsche in the driveway, a new Rivian in the garage, a Rolex on the homeowner's wrist. During the conversation, the homeowner casually says, "My investment portfolio crossed 7 figures this year." Do you really believe every seller will always view those 2 customers the same way? Some sellers may immediately think, "He can afford it." And those 4 words can cost wealthy people millions of dollars over time. Luxury pricing, convenience fees, premium upgrades, Unnecessary services. Lifestyle inflation. In every part of life, your wealth signals can push you toward spending more money. This is why the idea of stealth wealth matters. Many wealthy people intentionally keep a low profile. Warren Buffett has long been known for living in his longtime Omaha home. Many tech executives have turned simple clothing into their daily uniform, because there is no financial reward for signaling success every day. Your Rolex doesn't grow your portfolio. Your luxury SUV doesn't max out your Roth IRA. Your Instagram story doesn't pay your mortgage. But all of these things can change how people see you. So I'm not telling you to practice strategic poverty. I'm telling you to practice strategic privacy. If someone asks about your financial situation, you don't need to lie, but you also don't need to give them an exact number. You can say, most of my money is invested, or I'm trying to keep my expenses under control, or everything is expensive right now. In America, very few people will argue with that last statement. Keep your financial life boring. Let people think you're doing okay. You're paying your bills, you're working, you're investing, but your exact number? Keep it private. Because silence doesn't only protect your money. Sometimes it protects your relationships too. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2. Stop telling everyone what you're going to do before you actually do it. Your investment, your business, your career move, your side hustle, your next big idea. Not everything needs an announcement. Our brains have an interesting weakness. When you announce a goal and people praise you, you may receive an emotional reward before you achieve the actual.